Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a try this, not that video. So basically I have a ton of products in front of me and I have one product that I really enjoy that I use a lot or that I think will work for a ton of different people. And then beside it I have a product that is very similar in some way that I just don't think is worth the money or even really looking into. So I enjoy watching these videos. I've never done one before and I find them really helpful. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get started. So my first two products are powder foundations, and I'm going to start out with the Try This product, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. So this is basically MAC's version of their powder foundation, and this has been, in my experience, the best pressed powder foundation I have ever came across. And trust me, I have tried many, I have returned many. They're just not a ton of pressed powder foundations out on the market that are just good, that look flawless on your skin, that you can't detect, that just look just smooth and amazing. And this is literally one of my holy grail products. I'm wearing it on my face right now so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. I'm only wearing this with my Bare Skin Concealer, and that is totally it. I think this is a phenomenal formula, and like I said, it's just, if you like powder foundations and you just like the idea of getting full coverage really quick, this is something to look into. It's phenomenal. For my dud products, some of you guys might have guessed it because I have been begging this company to reformulate this foundation for years now, and it is the bareMinerals Ready Foundation. So this is bareMinerals' version of their pressed powder foundation, and it just needs so much improvement. When this came out, I was just so incredibly excited that bareMinerals finally had a pressed powder foundation. And because it is supposed to hydrate your skin, there's capsules in here that I can't remember how they formulate this or what exactly is in here, but basically there's almost like moisture capsules in the formula of this. When you press on the foundation, those capsules will burst, and first of all, it creates this weird texture over your foundation, almost like a film-like texture. So that makes it really hard to get product off because you're constantly having to scrape that off. Secondly, just overall with the formula in general, I can see it on my skin. It emphasizes my pores. I can just tell I have a really heavy powder foundation on, whereas like I'm looking in the mirror right now with my MAC Studio Fix, I can't tell that powder's sitting on top of my skin. So that is my main thing with this, is that I see it. I see it on the skin. It looks like heavy powder on my skin, and I know bareMinerals can do so much better because of their original formula. But I've had several people ask me about this, and most of you guys know who watch my videos, it never did it for me. I could never make it work. So this is my don't try product. Really quickly, I want to throw this out there. I hate to use the term don't try, just because I know that products are going to work differently for different skin types and different skin tones. This is just basically my version of saying, hey, I like this product better than this product, so maybe you should try this first. So I just want to clear that up because I don't want to sound like, you know, rude uppity biatch over here telling you not to go try something, because I know things work differently for everyone. Next up are two bronzers, and one of these products I just recently discovered. It's a drugstore product and I have just absolutely been loving it. So the first product I want to talk about that I would definitely suggest you guys try is actually by CoverGirl, and it's the CoverGirl True Blend Minerals Loose Mineral Bronzer, and this one is in the shade 435 Medium. So this is just a wonderful multi-purpose bronzing product, but it has that super luminous finish to it, like a glowy finish to your skin. That's why I think it's going to be perfect for the summertime. Just something about the undertone of this bronzer and the finish of it. I'm wearing it right now. It just gives you this gorgeous sheen to your face. I'm not sure if this is the darkest one you can get. I'm not exactly sure about the color range because this was the only one there when I purchased mine. But this would definitely work for light to medium skin tones. If you're a little bit darker than that, then you may want to just go ahead and avoid this and try to find something a little bit darker. I'm not sure if they do have a darker color in this, but if they do, then definitely check that one out. But something about this is just gorgeous. It's just a really great everyday natural bronzer. I use this as a blush now sometimes too, just like all over my cheeks. So I love this, and it was only like $8. So in comparison to that product, I was using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Bronzer. And these are in color, like comparison, these are very similar in color. They both have that really nice warm undertone to them. This just never really showed up that great on my skin. It's also a matte bronzer, so it doesn't have that, you know, luminous finish to it. And this almost pulls a little bit too orangey on me. That's why it wasn't always like the best option for me, especially when I'm more on the fair side. But yeah, I think this was around like $24, something like that. And I actually don't even know if they still make this. But in comparison, if you're looking for just a good loose bronzer, this one by CoverGirl is just awesome. Next up is another recent drugstore find, and you guys saw this if you watched my high-end versus drugstore tutorial. I just was blown away by this product, and mainly for the highlighter in this palette. So I'm wearing the highlighter right now, and this is the Rimmel Kate Moss Contour Trio. The actual name is called Coral Glow on the shade that I have. But this just is amazing. Like, it's such a great quality blush, bronzer, and highlighter. I'm wearing all three right now. The highlighter specifically, I was so pleased with, and you wouldn't think by looking at it that it was anything special, but this is just such a gorgeous palette. I've been raving about it nonstop. Now, the thing that I'm going to tell you guys to stay away from is also at the drugstore, and the reason I want to talk about this product is because I kind of secretly lusted over it for a long time when I would go to the drugstore aisles at Walmart especially, because I think this is the only place this brand is carried. But every time I saw this product, it just looked so beautiful that I wanted it every single time. And so finally I broke down and I bought it just about a week ago, and it was so disappointing. And it is the Hard Candy Twinkle Stars highlighters. Have you guys passed by these in your drugstore or your Walmart and just been like, ooh, those look so pretty, but you can't swatch them? So basically these are nothing but glitter bombs. They have no actual pigment to where they would lay nicely on your skin. They actually don't have much pigment at all, and they're just glitter. I mean, there's nothing there but really hard formulated glitter. So yeah, if you've ever been interested in this, I would definitely avoid it and go for the Rimmel Trio because it is awesome. Moving back over to the powder scene, this is a product that I swore up and down I would not stop talking about until it's gotten so much more praise than what it does. And it is the Lorac Perfection powder. So if you watch my channel, you know this is like pretty much my holy grail setting powder if I'm not going for anything translucent. This is with me at all times whenever I travel. It's with me when I just need to touch up. It is such an amazing formula. It's another one of those powders that doesn't show up on your skin. It does not look powdery. It's not going to give you a full coverage like the MAC Studio Fix powder does, but this is kind of like a light coverage powder. If you just want something light and to give your skin some color, this is a good option. But I use it to set my foundation when I want a smooth, full coverage look. I mean, this just smooths out your pores. It makes your foundation look flawless. And I've said on several occasions that this can make any like terrible foundation look decent or look actually amazing. I just think it's a wonderful formula by Lorac, and I just don't want them to discontinue it because it doesn't get that much praise. So my thing to avoid first is a very similar formula, and it's by MAC, and it is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. The Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, I should say. There's two MSF formulas, and the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural is the one that you would use as like a face powder. So this is actually my Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun, which I love and adore, but I have used the regular face colors, like I think I have medium golden is the color that I use when I'm tan, and it just didn't do it for me like this powder did. It just, something about it wasn't there. It was missing almost the coverage and just almost like this smoothing effect. The way I would describe the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural powders is just like a touch of powder. I mean, it's like almost comparable to a translucent powder, but it gives you color, if that makes sense. It doesn't do much more than that. So if you're looking for just an awesome powder just for anything, this is amazing. And this is not. Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, not a fan of. Unless you're looking for a good like warm tone bronzer, then you can go with Gimme Sun, because I love Gimme Sun. Next up are lip products, and I have one product that I have just used ever since I can remember getting into makeup. I think I mentioned in a video that this was one of the first products I ever purchased from Ulta, and it is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. So this is a product that I adore. I think it's one of the best matte lip products out there. They stay on my lips really nicely. There's a great color selection, and I just love the formula of these. I mean, I would pick these over like the Anastasia liquid lipsticks. I would pick these just basically almost over anything, just because they're so affordable and they just look great on the lips. Now, I will say that these are so very similar to a product I just received in the mail that I just had to talk about the comparison and how similar they were. And that's actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and this is the Buxom Wildly Whipped Lightweight Liquid Lipstick. I don't think anything is wrong with this formula. I mean, I actually really do enjoy the formula, but it is so very similar to the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream that I just had to talk about it, because if you're looking to save a buck, I would go with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. If you want to splurge, then, you know, you could go for the Buxom liquid lipsticks, but the formula is just so similar on these. I would just go ahead and tell you guys to go for a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, because it has that matte finish, the velvety texture, but it doesn't dry out your lips. And as far as like the longevity goes, these both hold up around the same time. I would give like a 5-hour wear total without, you know, anything coming off. But all in all, I just can't kick the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I just think it's a great formula and it's affordable. And yeah, in comparison, if I were to tell you to go with one, I would tell you to try this over this. Last product I want to talk about is something that I just recently discovered, and I'm talking like just a few days ago when I filmed my drugstore versus high-end video. And it is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation compared to the Lancome Tint to Dull 24-Hour Foundation. So basically, I got this foundation in 2 or 3 days before I purchased this foundation. And had I came across this foundation first, I probably would not have even purchased this foundation. Now, that is not to say that I don't like this foundation, because I really have been enjoying this foundation. I've been wearing it almost every single day. It is a wonderful high-end foundation, but when I wore this or compared this in my drugstore versus high-end video to the Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation, I could not believe how similar they were in formula. The only thing that is slightly different is the Lancome foundation is going to have a little bit more coverage upon first application, but you can get full coverage out of this foundation with just like a second application, if that makes sense. They both have SPF in them. They both have a similar finish. And this is $4.50, you guys. This is a $47 foundation. So, like, I hate to say, you know, try this, not that, because I like this foundation. I really do. But if you're wanting something similar to it, you just don't have the budget to, you know, splurge on that. I mean, honestly, like, I didn't really need it. It was just the Sephora BIB sale, so I was like, ugh, okay, I can justify it. Try this out first and see if you like it, because I had a lot of positive feedback from you guys saying that this was one of your all-time favorite foundations, that you really enjoyed it. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about these because it was just really ironic that I would go out and purchase a $47 foundation, and then later, 3 days later, I would buy a $4.50 foundation, and it'd be almost exactly the same, because they are almost identical, you guys. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the products I talked about. I hope I gave you some useful suggestions. Just remember, if you liked any of the products that I didn't like I said, everybody's different, and the products that I did recommend are just really things that work better for me. So yeah, if you were to, you know, run into an option where you had to choose one of the two, then maybe you could think back in your head like, hey, Shelby liked that product. Maybe I should try it first. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your video suggestions down below, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.